It's a loading screen. You know what that means? Means I hope we actually get into a game. That would be nice.
Not looking like it. Okay,
Okay,
there
there
we
we
go.
go. Hello,
Perfect
everybody,
timing.
and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 15 Semifinals. Today, we're looking at the Monkey Kings of New York taking on the Riki Blinders. I believe that's a stand-in on the Monkey Kings of New York. We know coming into this game that Copeless is sick, and apparently so is Kenny Lavender, unless he's suddenly become a $6 shrimp special. With me here today is the Dr. Dota Randy,
Yes.
and nobody else because everybody else is taking a day off. PPM, despite saying that the Broom Mother was nothing in the pregame chat, has opted to ban it out here. Interesting, Riki Blinders, they seem to have this... Riki Blinders seems to have this thing against AA. Are they really going to have to... Are they really going to try to run the IO Witch Doctor again? It went better the last time. They ran it in quarterfinals, and it did well there. It did better last time than it did in the group stage when they tried it week 1.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know why else he would ban AA. He's definitely not a hero that's worth worrying about unless he specifically counters something you got going.
I was playing Alchemist.
Yeah.
Radiant team pick.
Witch Doctor.
Okay, here we go.
Oh god, here we go. What if the Monkey Kings deny pick IO here? That'd be funny. It's exactly what I would do. I would just... Oh, time to post a link.
10 seconds remaining.
They have an IO player.
Shoutouts to Trashboat for saying that he was going to be around, and good to cast after we started recording this game.
Got him to the call. Get him in here.
Yeah, so you can, wow.
I'll screenshot the game. Don't
yeah,
worry.
there we go. He's on mobile right now anyway.
10 seconds
I said I would throw him in game 2, so look forward to a Trashboat guest appearance in game 2.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm serious. I'll screen share if you want to do it now.
I don't think he's here right now.
Didn't he say he was?
Well, I think he said he was down. I don't think he said he was here necessarily. He said that on mobile, on a mobile device. So
He's finding a match.
he's finding a match. He is not gonna be here and die for game 2.
Should probably ask him before he finds one.
Nah, it's okay. If he wants to play Dota,
no, trust
he's
me,
deserved it. He's earned the rest.
We needed him to play.
That's true, but he played all the weeks before that one.
I guess that's true.
Dire team pick.
Lich Marana. Kind of an interesting scenario there. The Mighty Midget been picking a lot of Lich recently. So sort of a deny pick for him in a way. Big downside is that the Lich stun is not the most threatening stun in the world, especially considering that he has to channel to do it. He gets 1, and he got the Marana arrow, which you're probably realistically not frequently going to get outside of people who are already Lich stunned.
10 seconds remaining.
So for all intents and purposes, you have like 1 reliable stun that turns into 2
5
reliable
seconds
stuns.
remaining. Dire team ban.
That can be annihilated if Lich himself gets stunned. So they better hope Riki Blinders does not have that much CC in their own lineup, or else it's going to be kind of hard to stop them.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Pit Lord ban there is interesting. Wonder if that's actually Kenny Lavender. I don't think so. I think that's a stand-in, but you LD2L types changing your name all the time.
10 seconds remaining.
Should be like Kai and nickname people.
Yeah, there we go.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't think that the nicknames would show up here, in any case.
Dire team ban.
Shouts to Geistonly, who has silently joined us in chat. Don't worry, guys, I'm not gonna flame you on my postseason rundown. Probably.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Okay.
Riki Blinder's putting a lot of thought into this last ban here. Not terribly surprising, this is a pretty big ban. They get another one of their own and a free pick right after this, so you want to make this one count particularly.
Radiant team ban.
You know what I find interesting? Not a single PPM ban.
Sure.
I'm not thinking much about that guy, it seems.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I mean, presumably, if PPM doesn't come up in the next phase, we're going to see him banned last round, unless the Riki Blinders have lost their minds, but, you know. I'm still not crazy about this Witch Doctor IO thing. I know it's the current trendy thing. And it did well last time they ran it, but the first time they ran it was such an unmitigated disaster, and I feel like this is going to be a little closer to that, perhaps, than it was against the Princess Gang.
Is the tech because like IO shortened? I don't know what this tech is.
It's just like it's like redundant healing. Like Witch Doctor has the big stupid heal slash damage AoE.
It's like a double. Okay,
Yeah.
I get what we're doing.
Heals IO, just heals him back. He just makes him really tanky.
Dire team pick.
Comes up the OD. It's a smart pick here in the way that that is some reliable CC that the Riki Blinders are not going to be easily able to deal with. You're going to be able to randomly put the IO or somebody like that in jail at an awkward time, which can easily stop a relocate, not, you know, going home, but it can stop a relocate trying to get out. And of course, you can do that meme hammer thing that everybody likes to do right now. And it's kind of a flex, you don't know if it's
a great item right now. So I also have 3 Witch Doctor ult cancels, but unfortunate.
Dire team pick.
Winter Wyvern.
Winter Wyvern coming up here.
Wyvern, okay.
There's a bit of an interesting bit of sort of shouts to Vex, who's also randomly appeared in chat.
Remaining.
Trash puts the Zoom replacing.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Riki.
Oh, well, it's the Riki Blinders, so they have to pick him at least once.
You have to pick Riki, yeah. There you go.
It's definitely a good-looking Riki game so far. A smoke cloud in the middle of a fight puts all 3 of these guys completely out of commission for the first, like, until the BKBs come in, more or less.
The only OD of these heroes buys BKB, still.
Yep. And even OD is probably not going to want to buy it like first thing. So either he does it first thing and shoots his actual efficiency in the fight in the foot, or doesn't and just has to dodge fights longer until he can take it. And he's buying a meteor hammer first in any case, I'm sure we all know that, but... You also have like an interesting sort of shadow of denial coverage here, because like there's some heroes that you're really just not gonna want to pick because of the one Ravern, and there's some heroes that you're not gonna want to pick because of the Riki. And I feel like that Venn diagram of heroes that you're not gonna want to pick is huge. It's like most of the heroes left in the game either really struggle against one or the other there. So it's sort of an interesting dichotomy of picks.
Dire team ban.
Like Zeus is another hero that's going to struggle against the Riki. He's going to be able to reveal the invisibility, but also if he gets the smoke cloud put on him, he's just kind of going to die. So...
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Especially when you consider that, you know, and this is something that I think maybe Riki Blinders overthought the first time they ran this scenario, right? Maybe not overthought, but the first time Riki Blinders ran this Witch Doctor IO, they just kept IO on Witch Doctor the entire game, like, you know, his ball and chain, right? But the second time they ran the Witch Doctor IO, things were a little bit different in the way that the IO was, like, you know, going between the three. It's like on Witch Doctor the most and when it makes sense, but was also very frequently attaching, like, to the Razor when that was the play that made sense to do, was attaching to... I believe it was a sniper when that was the sensible thing to do. So when you make the consideration, it's not just going to be this Riki versus Zeus matchup. It's going to be Riki versus Zeus with Io, potentially on the Riki. Things can get potentially kind of bad for the Zeus in that short span of time. Again, like OD, you know, Zeus is going to build BKB. Zeus very easily can build BKB, but, like, for a hero who a lot of his momentum is in that early game, you, like, super don't want to do that. Like, you want to not build a BKB. It's like a pause 3 almost, in a way. Like, you want to not build that PKB as long as possible as it is to put off, right? You absolutely positively do not want to be building that BKB early. And now it's like, well, if you do, you're doing like half of the amount of damage that you would in every fight. If you don't, you have like a 40% chance of dying randomly at any given moment. Like, it's a tough situation to be in for sure.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
There is one particularly notable thing. Well, I guess there's two particularly notable things. One, whoever is the last right click, not the last right click, that's a right hand slip. Whoever's the last pick on MKNY is going to be literally all their fizz damage. So this Winter Wyvernal can be very simple to execute effectively. Alchemist?
Yeah,
Albert
actually
Kent.
fixed Elk, okay. Well, there you go. It's another reason for the AA ban.
Yep. I guess it's going to be Warcarp Alchemist? It's going to be interesting to see.
10 seconds remaining.
And he's going to struggle with the Zeus for the first 5 levels of lane, but like once he hits 6, Zeus might as well just stop existing. Which is kind of funny. Usually it's kind of the other way around in a Zeus lane, right? But...
Random hero. It's not a random hero.
It's Razor.
It's a Razor.
Oh man, I really don't like the Razor in this game, actually. This is not the best looking Razor game in the world. Oh, it's just Rage Guy again. He stood in for them week 1. Okay. He stood in for them week 1, and I thought it was Kenny Lavender at the time, but it wasn't. It's not going to be Kenny Lavender this time either. Yeah, I don't like the Razor in this game. I don't like Razor into Wyvern, just on the grounds that it's like, you know...
It's like a double-edged sword because the Razor into Wyvern is really bad.
Yeah, Razor himself is going to squash a lot of what Winter Wyvern does, but...
You have one link target and...
Well, while Randy is unfortunately unable to communicate with us due to me loading up the assets for the game, I'll just say what he was about to say. You know, Razor links a target, he gets a million damage, and then you just like hit the OD next to him, and OD explodes. You hit the Zeus next to him, and hope to God it's not Zeus next to him, because Zeus is just annihilated there. I think we paused or something. What happened? Carp said, uh-oh. Oh, never mind. Cancel the uh-oh, I guess. Yep, uh-oh is formally canceled.
You didn't see
This game, and Razor kind of likes most of that team's damage.
Prepare for
Unfortunately, we didn't hear any of what you said because I was loading into the game, and you're just dead when that happens. I said what I think you probably said there, though, so it's fine. Sound like real... Matt.
That was genius. God gamer alert! God gamer detected!
Link target, you can remove most of the team's damage, and then in this game, his target is Alchemist. But he also hates games into Wyvern, so it kind of... I don't know. It will depend on what their main problem is, if this is a good or bad Razor game.
Yeah, I mean, not only is he going to have the split link target, it's like, he can get one and then just get put into the Wyvern, and then it's like, you also have several things that are really annoying for the Razor to deal with here. Probably most notably, alright, let's say that there's a great opportunity to just go on Alk, right? So Razor breaks in, and Smoke Cloud, and okay, there you go. Razor breaks in, and he gets Wyvern ulted in a half second, and the chain is like nothing. It's like...
Simply purchase BKB.
Well, what are you going to do about the Wyvern ult?
Simply only join fight after Wyvern ult.
Yeah, there you go. MKNY end up taking 3 for 1. They win the right-click exchange at the top rune. But I bet they're probably not feeling like they did. Interestingly, this is going to be Riki mid. I actually have seen a game where Warcarp did this. This is going to be fun to see. He's going to be Riki versus Zeus mid. We're living in clown world. But yeah, this looks like a really bad Razor game, and it's really harrowing because Razor is literally all their fizz damage. They don't have any besides, basically, unless this Mirana somehow just pops off to an unreal degree. There's also a lot of heal going on this team as well. It's like something that Razor doesn't really like, because Razor likes fights that are relatively short and sweet. He likes fights that are long enough to get a big link off, and then he likes fights that don't go on any longer than that link. The problem is, though, is that even in those fights where you should be able to be bursting down people, you've got the Alchemist who's going to hit R and be really hard to kill. You've got Io who's going to amp all the other healing on this team. You've got the Witch Doctor who's going to be having a big AoE circle of healing, and Greaves, and that's not going to go away at any point. And of course, you also have the Wyvern who's going to be able to put people in Popsicle Jail. Not like this is the best game for Popsicle Jail, considering that pretty much every bit of damage that the enemy team has goes through it almost. But that's still an option if needed, and it's still going to be hard to get through. Like, especially if the Popsicle target is Io and he just took it to somebody else and they just suddenly heal for like 3,000 damage, basically. It's not the best looking Razor game. And that ability to sort of stave off the War of Attrition too is also going to really hurt Zeus in the long run. Like, early on he's about the burst type things, but like, once you get past a certain point, Zeus is all about doing those percentile damages to you over and over and just like racking it up. And they kind of take that advantage away here. Zeus cannot do that in this specific lobby because, you know, if he tries to go for the War of Attrition in longer team fights, then he's not gonna win them. Which isn't to say that there aren't some advantages of this lineup. I mean, the Riki blinders, outside of the Witch Doctor perhaps, are really Reedy. There's going to be a lot of fighting for farm between Alchemist and Riki. And Razor definitely can if he gets a really good go, and the assets are not there to get around that. Okay. The assets are not there to get around that. It could be bad. And of course, if they learn how to combo the arrow and the OD stun, as they just didn't do at top, then it's kind of equally bad for Riki Blinders. It's a very long potential stun that can happen to you, chained up. Again, it's still like, most of their stuns are things that they can do on one guy. Most of their team really is things they can do to one guy. Like, they're really counting on Alchemist being the whole world in this game and Riki not. Or the vice versa scenario. Shadow is a little hard to see. Like, I feel like Riki, you know, Riki gets played support for a reason. He's going to do at least something, even if he's great value Riki. And Alchemist is not going to get shut out of a game unless you are a god, and I'm sorry, you're not shutting a 5k Alchemist out of this goddamn game. This is an LD2L game. This is an LD2L game, your plus 3 is a stand-in. That's not something that's on the menu today.
Yeah, their plus 3 could be like a 7k smurf, we don't know.
That's true. But given the last time that this pause 3 stand-in played for them, I thought it was their real pause 3. I'm going to say he probably plays at a fairly accurate MMR to Kenny Lavender. I was like, what? That was a live game! Both of the, both of the times that this guy has stood in on this team, we've done his game live. He must think we love him. Ooh, bad news for Laverne here. Okay, maybe good news actually, because he still has his Bobsicle and they no longer have any way to deal with that.
Yeah, they don't do any damage.
Yep. Wolfkey. A little hammer down there, he's gonna be fine. They can't breach the hula hoop. Witch Doctor, ooh, Witch Doctor gonna gamble here on a cask. Gonna get first blood on it.
Very nice.
And not say anything, he has no first bloodline for religious reasons. Now things have slowed down a little bit in these lanes. I think it's almost been the usual situation for the Monkey Kings in New York to have an awkward or outright not so great draft and find something to do with it anyway that's going to turn it around. A little Roche Riders-y in that respect. Okay, goodbye, Joel.
Okay.
I didn't get to see Joel die, but I did get to see Zeus hit World Lightning and kill him.
So yeah, they were hitting Astral Arrow combo on him, and then they poked him down enough so that Zeus could ult.
Very sad. And now Zeus has DD.
What the herald was that?
Even I like a good ball.
What the herald was that, says Leonard Laverne as he tries to trade at like 30% HP.
Down are scanning.
Nothing else, this combination of 7-Up and the Laverne Q is pretty good damage here. Not quite the same amount of damage as that that nuke combo, but you know. Riki has hit 6. So Zeus has to just randomly hit W all the time. There's one bit of good news. Alk is the lowest last hit count on his team. There's one bit of bad news. Razor has the exact same amount of last hits, and so does OD. Okay, never mind. He has one more now.
I also noticed Peter has a sentry here, so you can see what Carp is doing.
Oh my god, and Carp even knows, because Creeps just tried to hit him when he was invis there a second ago. OD just finished Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, we're gonna be tested out on Joel here.
Yeah, Laverne is definitely either A, Alk just has to get out of this lane now, which is probably the best option, or B, Laverne has to never leave lane as 5 at this point. Like, every time he walks away, Alka's gonna die
Radiant's
now,
top
basically.
tower is under attack.
You cannot get through all that much as one man and live.
Yeah, I think you just exit if you see a Molsky's dead, I think.
Oh
Yeah, he's
my
dead.
God. Unlucky,
And Copeless even says he's unlucky. I didn't do the rundown this game. It's okay, it's still the end of lane phase, so we can. For Monkey Kings of New York, pause 1, captain of the team, tweeted it's BlueJay on the Razor. Pause 2, PPM, the man who would not face me on the Zeus, also known as Peter.
Dire's middle
Pause
tower is
3,
under
we've
attack.
got Rage standing in for Kenny Lavender on the OD. Pause 4, we've got Dark Ace on the Mirana. And pause 5, we've got Molsky, one up Molsky on the Lich. Riki Blinders, pause 1, you've got the White Joel Birch on the Alchemist. Captain of the team, by the way. Razor? Or not Razor, OD. Ooh!
Oh, that's insane.
Never mind.
Okay, sick double meter hammer. Love to see it.
Very unfortunate for Joel there. OD very nearly dead there, but they just could not catch him in time, and Alk does not have any stun leveled, so could not actually deal with him in any real way. Pause 1, you've got the White Joel Birch on the Alchemist, captain of the team. Pause 2, you've got Riki, being played by Warcarp. Very appropriate. By the way, Warcarp has a meteor hammer. Pause 3, we've got Dusty on the Witch Doctor, hashtag 4midget. Pause 4, we've got Copeless, who is ill today, so if he plays bad, that's why. And pause 5, we've got the Mighty Midget on the Winter Wyvern. Kenny Lavender has joined chat today to watch his own team play. How nice is that? I don't know why he isn't in this game, but, you know, at least there's that. You see, Chad, if you don't say anything, it's going to be just call-out posts like this. And who knows what I'm going to say next? Maybe your IP address.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You know the thing with your IP address, Randy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, what about it? It's a VPN right now.
It's true. But your actual IP address, you always seem to give that out, just without any prodding, without any effort. And I don't know if it's a good idea for you to give your IP freely.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. 9999999999.
There's my stupid IP freely joke. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, pretty good.
Who had that meteor hammer there? Oh, that was Riki. Just dropped the meteor hammer on this tower once and left.
Radiant's bottom tower
That's a Chad
is
move. Alchemist has retired to the
Radiant's
jungle at this
structures
point.
are fortified.
That was a pretty Chad move. He killed the tower while in another lane.
And then he died to
And
Zeus
then-
ult again.
Got 100 to 0 by Zeus.
Dire's top
Cool.
tower has fallen.
A bit unfortunate. Take a look at the
Dire's
net
middle
worth
tower
chart here.
is
It's
under
actually
attack.
quite surprising compared to
Are
what the last hit chart indicated. You know, part of that is you're going to have an alchemist. That's always going to distort. Also, Witch Doctor is somehow in second place. I guess because he's high on the last hit chart. And he's also 2-0. But
Dire's middle tower is under
and
attack.
let's make that 3 in a
3-0.
second here.
Dire's middle
Oh,
tower
okay.
has fallen.
Oh, good play by Copeless.
The Lich ult there probably did not go exactly how Molsky imagined, I don't think. It was a good idea, it was a good concept. But just did not.
Yeah, how
did not
can you
pan
know
out.
that Copeless is positioning God?
Well, I mean, you could like watch the stream every week and figure that one out. Are they
They're running
gonna?
a Peter.
They're dropping the world on the Alk again.
Up in the world on Peter, who's dead.
And then he gets tipped by everyone.
Oh, here comes the tip.
Radiant's middle tower
There you
is
go.
under
We knew that was coming.
It is a question of why you would prolong the inevitable, though.
Oh my God. Unlucky, I guess.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
OD. TP's into the smoke cloud and wishes he wasn't anywhere but here. He's gonna go to jail. They're actually gonna rainbow TP.
A lot of heroes here.
Yeah. But they kind of split up for what they were chasing. They may get IO at least. Yeah, they do get the IO. They get Dusty, we're gonna be
Sentry.
starting to talk about
Sentry
Worth.
for the Winner's Curse. What a play.
Why did Riki drop a
Riki.
smoke cloud on the Winner's Curse? Oh no, bro, that's not cash money. He had to,
Okay.
he had to go out. He's actually likely dead here.
No vision.
Holy crap, look at that giant stack. Okay, so it's fine. Yeah, pro tip, don't drop smoke cloud on a Winner's Curse, you're making it worse. If he didn't do that, the Zeus probably dies in the Winner's Curse and everything is better in the world. They're gonna have to invade their own triangle now, without the Wyvern ult.
In the world, I feel. But
Goodbye, Molsky.
A painless price.
This fight is still kind of going. Joel is here, he still has no stun.
Radiant's bottom
So I don't know why
tower
he's
is
here.
under attack.
But he's here for moral support, I guess. Io actually relocated a short distance to try to get the jump on Mirana there, but unfortunately Mirana had that leap ready.
Radiant's middle tower
Okay.
is under attack.
They are... Oof. They're gonna drop quite a bit on the OD here. He's not gonna die, but he's gonna be unable to fight for a minute. Perfect opportunity to do something to Zeus, perhaps? Perhaps not. The Blinders are doing a great job of this portion of the game, just making these four guys just this big blob that you have to deal with and that you have to stay together for. They cannot, at this point, it feels like, effectively split up to... They did drop a lot on him to get that done, but he is dead. No! They Zeus ult just to find where the hell the Alk is. They find him almost dead doing this ancient stack.
All I can
Did
give
you go
us
run at him?
is a chance.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to let it go. That's very unfortunate for him.
That is really that's pretty disastrous.
Oh, he better not just walk into him and die too. Like that.
What else?
Team TP's
What
in
can
for
we do?
his corpse, but yeah, that whole ancient stack pretty much just slipped out of Alchemist's hands, which is really unfortunate. Just put Razor very firmly at the top of the net worth chart as a result.
So
basically.
really good Zeus ult.
Yeah, it's very random, but it worked out. Things are really not going well for this Alchemist this game. It feels like it's been nothing but a long series of misfortunes for this guy, contrary to the rest of his team.
We'll take that.
You're gonna... Okay. Io is just going to accept, accept his punishment there for a minute.
Nice. Tether.
Yep.
Bringing Carp somewhere. Okay, untethered.
Yeah, they thought about dropping the Witch Doctor on that, but they thought better of it. Once they realized that was 5 and not just like a couple of guys. Witch Doctor Greaves.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That is up now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oof. Bit of an aggressive go there from the OD.
Sentry
really-
underneath the tower
really
to try to catch this
desperately.
Riki.
Yeah, really desperately trying to get the Riki here. They're actually not finding any success and having to back out now. And again, you know, I was talking about the space-making ability of these guys is forcing the enemy team to just play all clumped together. The enemy team got nothing out of that dive except lost resources and time, and during that time period, Alchemist got back to first place on the net worth chart and got enough levels to get his W now. He's getting pretty close to that level 2 chemical rage, which is going to help him not readily die. And yep, Radiance is done. That's a pretty late Radiance by the standards of the White Jewel Birch, perhaps, but probably not a late Radiance for a game where you're 0-5 as Alchemist. Can't write off an Alchemist, even if he does get clowned a lot. He's gonna have a tough game, but he's not gonna have no game, and his team's doing a very effective job at trying to give him a game back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
EOD going out here again. These guys getting broken by jungle creeps and they have no passes. Just doing it out of protest, I guess. Witch Doctor, rather close to Voodoo Switcheroo. Which I believe is one of those few abilities that breaks Tether, which is a bit unfortunate for this combo, but also is something you probably just want to be able to generally do, which is nice. Io just found a Philosopher's Stone and is praising whoever Io worships now. Weird, like...
Himself, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, he puts the fun in fundamental.
it's like everything, basically.
This time we're not risking Alchemist doing these stacks, so we're having Witch Doctor do them instead, and they're going to walk right into the Ancient Camp again. Under Moonlight Shadow here, they're going to get spotted. They're going to miss the Meteor Hammer again.
Dire's middle tower.
Ooh, Koblos actually just tried an extraction mission there, but it didn't actually work out, unfortunately for him, but... Uh-oh. Okay. Maybe cancel the uh-oh. Okay, maybe don't cancel the uh-oh. I don't know. This is really hard to tell. Very hectic back and forth fight. Riki is now the one in danger. His team is showing up, try and help, but no such luck. He actually does not have Blink Strike, or chooses not to use it to get out there, and so as a result is gonna casually go down. Dusty might go down trying to help. No, he's gonna be okay.
Look at how much that grease healed him. Literally full HP, nice Winner's Curse.
Yep. Mirana just going to cease to exist there. Yeah, and the rest of the MKNY just going to have to kind of back at this point. Alka is going to run into this with Ult and Haste and just immediately get put in jail.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, that's unfortunate. He's getting quite near to the BKB, and at least get an assist off of that, so he got some of the gold. If you look at the fight recap, it doesn't show the deaths of Riki or Vern, so it's a completely useless fight recap. Never mind. Riki looking at the OD here. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. OD did not end up in the smoke cloud there after all, but he is still likely to just die now. Yep, goes down. Alk gets a kill on that, which is definitely what he wants to see at this point. Then he says talk about an overreaction, which, I mean, it wasn't really that much of an overreaction, he just kind of died. And now he gets a bounty rune.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And he gets a, never mind, he does not actually want to have his, Dragon Scale. He would rather keep the funny apple. Maybe he's a teacher, who knows? He could teach you a thing or two.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
teach me how to throw potions. Do you need to learn that skill?
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to be one of those enemies from Crash Bandicoot or what?
I'm gonna be a potion thrower.
Ah, yes. What was I thinking?
I'm quitting my YouTube career to become a potion thrower.
Just like Buckley. It's scouting World Lightning there. Which has allowed them to know that Riki is completely isolated, but unfortunately has allowed them to know in equal measure they really can't do anything about it.
Dire's top tower is under
They're gonna
attack.
kind of stick around, they're gonna kind of walk.
Oh, Joel found a little ancient sack.
Yeah, he sure did.
Oh, well, hello.
Well, you know what they say, what goes around comes around. They're gonna just side him out here. Actually, likely just gonna kill him now. Nope, this is his 9-second BKB.
Oh,
They
no
brought-
boobies here.
Yeah, they brought Dusty in for this with Io. And
Nice
as a result, they're going to be
First.
fine.
Completely disarmed them.
Yep. There's a lot of small good plays on that. Like the place they dropped Dusty on that relocate just made it so annoying for them to do anything. And now, again, they always seem to get people out of the smoke cloud there before they get stunned, which has been unfortunate for them. Lots of various meteor hammers falling.
Meteor hammer. Okay.
Always force staffing before anything can happen to these guys on this team. OD's going to go for an ult there. Had a
That Grease.
wow. Had a one.
Look at how much that heals. How do you play against that?
Had a one-man lich ult, unfortunately for them, as the white Joel Birch, who started this game 0-5, is successfully diving a T4 for BlueJay now. Oh my god. Slings and roundabouts, as they be saying. They're gonna try
Why
and
did
get...
Grease heal that much? What a stupid game.
Well, the reason Grease heal that much is because it heals Io, who has a holy locket, which
I get it, but,
boosts
like,
the healing to the elk.
remove whatever tech this is from the game. Please. Look what just happened, Ice Rogue. Please watch your own game.
Well, you know, it's patch in April.
Radiant's bottom
I
tower
hope
This
that-
Dove tier 4 is at 24 minutes and 0 heroes died. Please patch.
Well, look on the bright side. They're gonna drop a lot and get the mighty midget for it. It's actually all they need, though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
At least it seems like. Joel not exactly looking to fight with about half of his chemical rage remaining.
Radiant's top tower is under
There is a
attack.
line of creeps barraging the top T1. No catapults on this, but look at that wave. It's a big wave. BlueJay hungry. He got that haste. He doesn't even actually have the haster and ignore the HUD. He just sees a free wave, and that's how he reacts to it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
One thing that I'm kind of thinking in this game is like, this is gonna get way harder when Riki gets Sleeping Dart, isn't it? Like, a lot of the ability for MKNY to survive has just been guys force-staffing themselves to the frame Riki reveals on them. If they get sleep darted, then that's no longer an option. Alk has time to charge that stun and get rid of you. If you want an example of how unfortunate life can be, Riki Blinders found a Philo Stone like 10 minutes ago. The Monkey Kings of New York just found it now.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Io actually doesn't even have a pair of boots, which I mean makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah, because Tether shares your move speed.
Dire's top tower.
No, I meant because... Never mind.
Dire's structures are fortified.
That also makes sense because he's a big floating ball, yes.
Yeah. Just the mere appearance of Dusty in this lane gets everybody on everybody on MKNY to get the hell back. Somebody says Roche. I don't know who, when, where, why, or how, but thinking about Roche. OD having to know he's right in the lightning here. They actually do a scouting ult there. Very confident that these guys are going to be in Roche. They're actually not. They are now.
Immediately rush after the ult. Good play.
They do not realize it's been scanned out.
Yeah. But they have the tools to fight. That's the question.
Yeah, Moonlight Shadow rather, not Midnight Shadow, that's Enigma. And not even actually Enigma, just fake news Enigma. They're gonna nuke the hell out of the Witch Doctor. And he's actually gonna go down before he gets to use his Greaves. We have to do the one man Wyvern ult on Razor as Riki is just going to hell. And he's down.
Okay, Earth didn't go ideally.
Yeah, bit of a, as they say, bit of the throw rush there. You can definitely tell they really did not expect, I don't think, on the blinders to get caught doing that. I think they expected once the World Lightning didn't reveal it that they were going to be free, but it's not actually the case.
Radiant's middle tower
But
is
Joel
under
is gonna successfully guess, oh, if they're doing Roche, this guy's alone, kill him. And that is true. Quick, put Roche in popsicle jail, that'd be funny.
Obvious.
But that
Joel's
Aegis
already
is
in, he
not
doesn't
gonna
care.
last long.
Joel has no care for the Aegis.
Well, he's gonna have to care about it whether he likes it or not, as
This
he's
is awful.
going to get none of these guys. Okay, no, never mind.
Oh, it died to Radiance! Sad.
Refinement.
You know, the white Joel Birch exited lane phase 0, 5, and 0. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, I mean, best platforming here in the game. What can you do?
What can you do?
Who cares? Win.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, we got a bit of
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
chat here. Okay, Kenny Lavender is apparently on a ski trip.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's structures are fortified.
Okay, so they fought
Okay,
after the Aegis and won the fight.
Yep,
So it's pretty good.
immediately
Loaded
eliminated
it.
the Aegis as well. This is one of these really tragic situations where the ALK team, and Kitty mentioned this in chat, and I do agree with it. This is one of these really tragic situations where the ALK team is also the better scaling team.
Unlucky, I guess.
He's got himself an Assault Cuirass. Zeus, on the other hand, just got an Aether Lens. He also has his E-Blade. For, mostly for annoying Riki, I believe. Riki getting rather close to Manta style. So you can get rid of the silence. I know what you're thinking. What silence? Joel gonna take a full duration arrow there and lose most of his damage to the Razor. Everything in the world drops on Carp's head there. They're looking for Dusty. They're not looking hard enough to want to actually go on him. That or they were wanting to wait out the white Joel Birch's stun.
Why does the Witch Doctor have this much effective HP? Ice Frog!
All of that and
Ice
nobody.
Frog,
had
he
Riki Blinders.
survived! He has full HP, Ice Frog. Explain.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
T3 now lies open.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, Trash Boat, get ready.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Dr. Trashboat.
Goodness, Zero.
Dr. Trashboat. Amazing Dr. Trashboat. Oh, wait, no, that's Randy, sorry. Okay. Okay, I was about to say kill on Carp here, but no. Actually gets the stun out on BlueJay before the OD Geo comes out.
He doesn't have Chemical Rage, so they want to go now. They are going now.
Yep. Putting as much pain as they can on these guys.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Warcarp in the back, making it really awkward for them. Just put down a smoke cloud in a really unfortunate place, and Zeus has a bunch of tools to get out of a smoke cloud when it's like just directly on him, but he can't like move it. He doesn't have BKB. Chemical Rage back up. He's gonna go for Rax round 2 here. Chemical Rage still up. Rax round 3.
Radiant's middle barracks has
OD doing
fallen.
his best to try and keep things pushed back here.
Radiant's middle barracks has
Alright,
fallen.
first set of Rax gone down here. Randy, you're a doctor, right?
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
Any hope for the patient's recovery?
I don't know about that. I don't think this Razor.
Got a paladin
Okay, this is
sword.
Is under attack.
You don't get to walk away.
He's stunned. For
Good
like
winner's curse!
20 seconds straight. That's a really good winner's curse.
Gonna lead directly to the
Oh,
Death
Lucky Dude's
Eraser!
dead.
Likely also to the OD. Who is, yeah, just dead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Iowa, that sexy, sexy Solar Crest. We love to see that item here.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, Ocelot does more than anybody, but unfortunately he couldn't be with us today due to a unfortunate butt condition.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They're gonna do everything they can to try and defend the spot T3. Luckily, it only came off of backdoor protection the moment Chemical Rage came to an end. Fortunately, the Meteor Hammer's still gonna ring true, and one-man Lich ult.
Lost.
Okay.
And he knows
Another
it's going.
Omega Stun on Alchemist, but who cares?
Is under attack.
They can't even kill him when Chemical Rage is down anymore. Like, this hurts.
No, with the Solar Crest. Pretty,
Is our fortified.
pretty untouchable.
They are playing D on this tower forever, dude. They do not want Trash Boat to be in our game yet.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Zeus getting kind of hammered in the back lines, but it's okay. They still can't really do much about that. Actually, Carp's gonna just die now. Goodbye, Carp. Zeus did also die for that, but he buys. OD dead. He can buy. He has bought. Wyvern ult on the Zeus is gonna get him killed! That's dieback for PPM. Why prolong the inevitable, says Riki. Very pertinently.
Peter
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
The sad thing is that he's at such a level deficit that even his long-ass dieback death timer is still not actually all that long. It's gotta be long enough, though, so... 2 lanes of Rax now gone for the Monkey Kings of New York. And White Joel Birch is like, gonna make it 3 now. Imagine the world they'd be living in if one of the guys on this team could afford a Lotus Orb.
How are you gonna let this IO through against this team then? It's actually insanely good.
Yeah, I mean, it's Copeless. His avatar it literally is Io. Like, I know he's been clockwork for 98% of this season. It is something you're just gonna have to expect. Alk just finished Abysmal Blade. Riki Blinder's taking a really good awkward fight here for the, Okay, goodbye, OD. That's OD dieback. Taking a really awkward fight, letting Razor just chase all the guys he can't kill while Alk and Riki just eat the rest. Zeus is back, Zeus is gone, Peter calls G's, we're going home.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Dire now have mega creeps. Dire victory.
Well, that was quite a convincing victory, to say the least. I mean, that was just, I think, really, as much as I hate to say it, I think that was ultimately just a very cursed draft for MKNY. They started out doing the right thing against the Alchemist, I think. He really just got hammered at the very beginning of the game, but unfortunately, the way their lineup was, especially with the 1 Fizz damage surprise on this whole scenario, they didn't really have any way to capitalize on it, so they could just sit on Alchemist, but they just couldn't, like, follow up at all. It's really quite unfortunate. That's really almost all you can say about this game. Like, I hate to say something like killed in draft, but this is kind of a killed in draft scenario. See what happens next time. Unless you're on Twitch, in which case we'll see what happens right now. But we'll see what happens next time.